Hi everyone, welcome to the session on Agile methodology. Now we are moving to the next topic is risk analysis in Agile from Unit 5 Agility and Quality Assurance. In any software project, risks are problems that may occur in the future and negatively affect the project, like delays, budget issue, technical failure, or requirement changes. Unlike traditional models that detects the risk late, Agile identify handles the risk early and continuously. This is because Agile follows the short development cycles and frequent reviews and regular feedback from customers. As a result, risks are controlled before they become the major project failures. In the upcoming slides, we will see how Agile teams identify, analyze, manage the risk effectively. In next slide, we are going to see the risk analysis in Agile. Agile manages the risk proactively through the iterative inspection and adaptations. So the risks are identified, analyzed and mitigated continuously throughout the sprints. Frequent collaborations and transparency reduce the potential project's threats. Here the risk control becomes an ongoing activity, not a one-time process. Each sprint review and retrospective include the risk discussions. The goal is to detect and resolve the issues before they escalate. Risk management aligns with the agile values of adaptability and learning. In next slide, we are going to see the understanding of the risk in agile projects. Yeah, risk is any uncertain event that may impact project objectives. Agile emphasizes continuous monitoring rather than static planning. Each sprint offers the opportunities to re-evaluate a risk exposure, so risks are logged, tracked, and mitigated collaboratively by the team. Stakeholders participate actively in identifying the potential risks. Short feedback loops enhance the visibility into changing conditions. So, Agile risk management integrate seamlessly with daily workflows. In next slide, we are going to see why risk management is vital in Agile. Agile environments embrace the change, but change introduces uncertainty. Risk management protects timelines, budgets, and quality outcomes. Early identification prevents costly rework and customer dissatisfaction. Continuous assessment ensure a responsive decision making. Teams can prioritize features with minimized uncertainty. A risk mitigations fosters trust among the team members and stakeholders. The effective management ensures sustainable project success. And next slide, we'll see the what are the types of risk in agile projects. Here, number one is the technical risk. It is integration issues or unstable technology stacks. And next one is the project risk, the scope creep, poor estimation, or delayed deliverables. Third one is operational risk, lack of resource or inefficient process. Fourth one is business risk, market volatility, changing customer needs, external and next risk is a external risk, that is legal, vendor or environmental challenge. Each risk category needs targeted mitigation techniques. Agile teams regularly review and prioritize risk categories. Next slide, we are going to see the technical risk. Here we will see each risk types of risk one by one. Technical risk arise from code complexity or infrastructure issue. Continuous integration minimize the integration failures. Automated testing detects the defect early in development. So technical spikes explore new technologies safely before the adoptions. Refactoring keeps the code base clean and maintainable. Prototypes validate the design and performance assumptions. The collaboration between the developers and testers mitigate the risk early. Now we see the next type of risk, that is the project risk. Project risks stem from poor planning or unclear requirements. Scope creep is reduced through the strict backlog prioritizations. Time boxing prevents uncontrolled scheduled extension. Velocity tracking highlights the unrealistic commitments early. Sprint reviews aligns expectation between team and stakeholders. Frequent demos keep progress transparent and manageable. So agile governance ensure the risk accountability at all levels. And next risk is operational risk. Operational risks are risks that occur due to internal process failures, team capacity issues, inefficient workflows, or lack of coordination during the project execution. Now, let us see how Agile handles operational risk. Operational risk involves the process inefficiencies or team capacity limits. These risks slow down the project progress and affect their productivity. Cross training helps the minimize the resource dependency and bottleneck. This means team members can handle the multiple tasks when required. Standardized agile ceremonies ensure the consistent progress. Meetings like daily stand-ups and sprint reviews keep the work organized. Metrics such as cycle time highlight the workflow inefficiencies. These metrics help identify delays and improve the work speed. Automation reduces manual dependency and human error. Tools help complete repetitive tasks faster and with accuracy. Retrospective identify recurring process related challenges. Teams review mistakes and find a ways to improve regularly. Continuous improvement enhances process resilience. This helps the team become the strong and more efficient over time. And next type of risk is the business risk are risks that affect the business value of your project. These risks arise due to the market changes, shifting the customer needs, competitions, and wrong product decision. Now let us see how Agile helps to reduce the business risk. Business risks emerge from the changing market or customer priorities. These risks may cause the product to become outdated or less useful. Frequent demos validate the product directions with real users. This ensures the team is building what the customer actually wants. Incremental delivery adapts to evolve the business needs. The product is built in small parts so it can quickly adjust to changes. Transparent reporting fosters client confidence and alignment. Regular updates helps the maintain trust with stakeholders and avoid confusion. Product owners monitor ROI and adjust the backlog accordingly. They prioritize high value features to maximize the business benefit. Flexibility in Agile ensure the fastest response to market shift. Agile allows quick changes without affecting the entire project. Business continuity improves through data driven decision making. Teams make smart decisions based on fact and feedback, not an assumption. In next slide, we'll see the risk identification in Agile. Risk identification in Agile means finding possible problems early in the project so they can be handled before they affect the progress. In Agile, risks are not identified once but continuously throughout development. A risk identification happens continuously throughout development. This helps the team detect the problems early instead of waiting till the end. Sprint planning, reviews, and a retrospective reveal intent risks. These agile meetings help teams discuss uncertainties and challenges. Team members actively report risk from the different perspectives. Everyone in the team can share the concern, not just project management. Collaborative brainstorming generate the comprehensive risk list. Group discussion help identify the risks that may otherwise be missed. Tools like Jira, Trello maintain the visibility of open risk. These tools make it easy to track risks until they are resolved. Prioritizations ensure focus on the most critical threats. Teams work first, then risks that have highest impact. Documented risks enable the traceability and learning for future sprints. Keeping the record of a risk helps avoid repeating the same mistakes. In next slide, we will see what are the risk assessment and prioritization. Each risk is assessed based on the probability and impact. So, high priority risks are addressed immediately within the sprints. A risk matrices help visualize and categorize the potential impact. Teams use scoring system to quantify exposure objectively. So regular reassessment keeps the project aligned to changing the reality. Visual tools improve stakeholders' understanding of risk profiles. Clear prioritizations ensure the balanced effort allocation. In next slide, we'll see the risk handling techniques. Number one, avoidance. Eliminate or modify the risky features or activities. And then mitigation. Reduce the probability through testing and review. And next is transfer. Share risk via outsourcing or partnership model. And the next one is acceptance. Prepare contingency plans for unavoidable risk, and continuous mitigation tasks are added to sprint backlogs. Our next one is collaboration ensures all stakeholders support chosen strategies. And last one is effective risk handling leads to reduced project uncertainty. In next slide, we are going to see the risk burn, that is down chart. A risk burn down chart visualize the decreasing risk exposure per sprint. The x-axis represents sprints, the y-axis shows the total risk score. Downward slope indicates the successful mitigation over time. Flat or rising trends highlight an unresolved or new risk. Regular updates reflect current project stability levels. It also helps management monitor our progress at a glance. It also enhances the accountability through transparent risk tracking. In next slide, we will see the monitoring and a review. Risks are continuously monitored during each sprint cycle. Retrospective evaluate the effectiveness of mitigation actions. Updated risk register document lesson learned and actions taken. Dashboards provide real-time visibility of risk exposure. Team alignment ensures timely decision on emerging issue. Learning from past risk build the resilience in the future sprints. Continuous review foster maturity in agile risk management. In next slide, we will see agile tools for risk management. Number one, Jira. Jira tracks the risk item within the sprint boards. Next one is the Confluence. It stores the risk registers and documentations. Trello manages the visual workflow, identifies the risk. And next one is the Excel or sheets. It supports the custom matrices and burn down charts. And next one is Slack or Teams. It alerts the teams about the new or critical risk. And next one is the GitHub integration link technical issues with the business impact. And last one is automations keeps the stakeholders informed and accountable. In next slide, we will see the overall session today, that is the summary. Agile embed a risk management within every sprint iteration. So common risk types are technical risk, project risk, operational risk and business risk. Techniques include a risk burn down, charts and prioritization methods. Frequent demos and feedback loops reveal the risk early. Collaboration ensure shared responsibility in mitigation. Continuous learning reduces the future project uncertainty. Agile success depends on proactive risk awareness and adaptability. So, thank you.